Let's hit record. Or let us one more time say good morning to both Compass and Raxor. Let us now go check on Rosette, who's either got most of her body replaced with artificial stuff, or there is a robot. So, shrug. Alright, let's go see her. There we go.
Oh, hello there.
I hope everything went well.
Thanks. Sounds like you pulled an all-nighter, huh?
Looks like Zeros is up and running again.
Yeah, well, you know, it was surprising when it happened, but then it was like, oh, and then I thought about it. It's what I like to call what the lore runner calls a reveal twist. There were hints at it, but at the same time, it was kind of just quietly hinted at in the background. So you weren't. It was a shock, but at the same time, they did set it up. So that's good.
Fortunately for us, the damage for him wasn't so bad. I just wish I could say the same about Rosette. Putting her back to the way she was is going to take a while.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I say it's a reveal twist. It was hinted at, but it was subtly hinted at. It was in the background. Now, the most overt hint that was there was how Rosette spoke, and even then, and that was just kind of like, oh, okay, that's just how Rosette speaks. She speaks with a very formal tone. So, okay, that makes sense. We've encountered characters who speak formally, normally for like 99% of their dialogue before. So, okay, hey, that's fine. Which actually makes it all the more worthwhile, because it's like it makes sense, because, you know, a twist. The problem with a lot of twists in fiction, especially lately, have been they make no fucking sense. They are an 11th hour twist for the sake of having an 11th hour twist, whether they make sense or not. That is one thing I will always praise the Trails series for. The Trails series twists are all well handled and set up, and they actually kind of invoke a sense of a positive I haven't given yet to Daybreak yet, and should. Good. Morning, Echo. Incoming crazy driving? Okay. Let's see. I will put that beside the internal continuity. Good. And there's another one I forgot. Good foreshadowing. Good use of Babylon 5 effect. No, not Babylon. Babylon. Eight, which means we are now there. So yeah, after one more positive, the net story score is going to be at 100. Damn. Assuming no more negatives get added to the board, or which I can believe, because this game has not had many negatives. Even in the things that have pissed me off, it's like, wow. The rest of it has just been overwhelming. The rest of it has just been overwhelming. The positives have just been overwhelming the negatives like crazy.
Please, don't be so downhearted. The first-rate care you've been giving me has stabilized my vitals a considerable amount.
I'm relieved to hear that.
Have you spoken to Mr. Thorndyke?
Did before coming here, yeah. He's as much of a questionable character as I was expecting. Their chief of security's the same old standoffish grump, too. You'd think it'd kill him to put on a smile.
That's just how they are, I'm afraid.
It's fine, you know. You don't need to force yourself to speak.
For what it's worth, her life isn't in any danger here. The medicine you helped me with yesterday seems to have been working wonders.
She's right. It has really made this easier for me.
Good to hear. We sure didn't think it'd end up being used on you when we took that job on.
The artificial limbs that Mr. Thorndyke brought with him are compatible with her too. That's not to say you shouldn't take it easy. Anything that involves the nervous system is a heavy burden on the body. The best thing you can do for yourself right now is get lots and lots of rest.
I will. Thank you. Though, I truly am sorry for not being able to support you all when you need it most.
Don't sweat it. We can take things from here. You just kick back and relax. Next time you wake up, you can bet we'll have good news to share. And a hell of a big bonus, too.
I'll have to look forward to that then, won't I? Follow your hearts and act as you always do. And everything will be fine.
Sorry, but I'd like to ask you something. Why? Why did you risk your life to save mine? No one should have to put themselves through something like this over someone like me.
It was because you were just so dazzlingly radiant in that moment, I suppose.
What?
You have so many people who care about you, and you care about them just as much in return. To someone who's lost her bonds, memories, and even body, the sight was almost blinding. I'm a little jealous of all you have, if I'm to tell the truth. So please, treat yourself like an irreplaceable treasure, not just for you, but for those who love you too.
About Rosette, just how much of her is artificial anyways? I don't know for sure, but my guess is a lot. You were indirectly involved in making her who she is too, right? That's right. We assisted Marduk in researching artificial biological limbs some time ago. Our partnership only produced a prototype, though. I never imagined they would start using that technology like this. Rosette was clearly the result of multiple different technologies being used together, not just the one they developed with us. I've heard this is a field that the Institute of Technology over in the Empire has been looking into. Jesus. Fan, you seem like you've known the truth for a while. I couldn't be sure, but I had a feeling. I could tell the image I was seeing during our video calls was artificially generated. So it took me really off guard when she just showed up in person in Tharbad. It was only when I noticed that she moved faster and kinda different from normal people that I started putting two and two together. Ah, yeah, there you see that there, and if you did miss it all, and miss all the hinting, they lay the cards out on the table and say, "Here you go. Just in case you need the subtlety of a sledgehammer, we've got you covered." Makes sense. I did feel there was something strange about her, but I never would have imagined it was because of this. She's capable of far greater power and speed than an ordinary human, but she also has less precise control over her body in exchange. I can't imagine just how much effort she must have put in. Oh, god damn it, don't start this, buddy. I can't imagine just how much effort she must have put in to be able to move as naturally as she does. She'll be able to return to the way she was, won't she? I'm sure she will, right, Professor? I think there's every chance of that. The technology involved seems to be fairly well established by Marduk at this point. Oh, jeez. Well, that's the problem with having a monster that's got poison as its primary thing. It won't be easy to make all the precise adjustments after reattaching her limbs, but I'll make sure it happens. We're counting on you. She might be on loan to us from Marduk, but she's as much a member of Arkwright Solutions as the rest of us. Anyway, time for us to get out of here. Right, we need to do what we can and put Rosette at ease.
Wait! Please. If it's not too much to ask, could I keep helping you? I want to stop Professor Callahan and the devils who've done this to him by my own hand. No matter what it takes.
Oh, Katra.
Sorry, but no can do.
I suppose that's the right decision after I landed Rosette in a hospital bed. I wasn't able to use Fio and Zeros at even half of their potential, either. If all I'm gonna be is a burden to the team...
That ain't what I'm saying. You're no burden. We're gonna need you and your engineering know-how here for sure. But we're also not a charity. We only do favors for people if the client and price are a good fit. You heard what Rosette said, right? If you did, then you should know what you gotta do. And where you went wrong.
You're right. I should never have done something that would upset the people who care about me. And I never will again. I just want to stop the chaos unfolding in Basel and the misuse of technology that created it. And if I'm gonna do that, it's not the help of the police or guild I need. It's you. As compensation, I can offer you my skills and expertise on technology. I can also give you my word that I'll help Essie put Rosette back to the way she was as fast as possible. Is that enough to make me a good fit for you?
It sure is. We'd be happy to take that 4 SPG on. We'll be counting on you now. Couldn't ask for better than a student of Professor Hamilton's.
Thank you. I won't let you down.
Promise me you'll take good care of him, okay? I'll be working around the clock too. Promise. Thank you so much. Time to get down to business.
Yep. Let's get this going then. The CID Special Ops Unit is going to be here this evening. That means we've only got half a day left to do what we want. Once they're here, we're done. We gotta make this time count. Sure felt to me like Almada's work was done after making that AI a success. You sure they didn't just bounce? No, I'm certain they're still in the region. The abnormalities in the OrbitalNet and distribution network are less pronounced than yesterday, but they're still present. Something's still happening, I'm sure of it. Really? Then Almada's research is still going on somewhere in the city? Rosette mentioned something earlier that I think will help me.
This might be fundamentally different to what happened in Crossbell, but I still think that is our closest reference point. The orbital network and septium veins were used in the development of highly advanced technology then as well. Basel City also has both, making it the perfect environment to finish what they started.
With the orbital network and the septium veins at their disposal, they have access to effectively unlimited resources for their research. If Professor Callahan has reached the heights that the Singularity and Crossbelt did, then our foes are probably lurking somewhere in the region, finishing what they started. That's still a very large area to try and find them in, and though we'll have to find a way to narrow our search down. If we could get close enough to their location, the Genesis might react and show us we're on the right track, too. Using the damn thing like a metal detector, huh? Suppose we gotta try anything we can at this point. Let's see if there are any more 4SBGs to take care of while we start asking around. There's no telling where we might find a clue that'll lead us to the truth. I'll help however I can. Wait. Should I not be meddling in your other jobs? Oops, now that I'm a client instead of a guide? Don't be silly. You're one of us now. Oh, you are our client, but how about we treat you more like a temp for now? Oh, okay. That works for me. We're happy to have you with us. Even if it means the kid to adult ratio's evened out here. Well, then let's get to work. I want to stop by the guild. Vern Giscard's workshop. Should probably talk to our resident genius professor, too. Those sound like good places to start to me. That took a bit.
Well,
There's there to be a driver. Anywho, alright. Alright, let's head out. Let's go find us some 4SPGs to take and tackle. Okay, my party is as I want it. I gotta be honest, I guess I should be honest about something. I don't think I'm giving Katra a plot positive. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate his character. He is not a negative, by any stretch of the imagination. He is not a negative, nowhere near. But I don't think he's that great either. As douchey as that probably sounds, but I just gotta be honest with you. Katra is... I can't explain why it is I don't really like him. Again, no hate here. Just kind of a... He's just kind of there for me. You know? It's not, again, it's not that he's bad by any stretch of the imagination. If he was bad, I would just give him a negative and be done with it. But he's not really bad. I will say this chapter is not super impressing me, but that's not Katra's fault if you understand the distinction. That's more of just the pacing of this chapter being kind of wonky. I'm not gonna lie. It's not terrible pacing, but the fact of the matter is that the rest of the game has had such smooth, amazing pacing that it kind of sticks out. It's not, again, no negatives here on that front. This chapter has not pissed me off enough to warrant that. Ouch. Well, that'll teach you for disobeying her, damn it. Dumb monsty. Anyways. Let's see. So, yeah. So Katra's potential positive is gone. None. Yeah, it's literally just down to, okay, Gramhart, are you going to appear again so we can judge whether or not you have a positive? I'm giving you a positive. And that's pretty much it for the potentials at this point. Which tracks. Well, Gramhart is the only potential positive left. Did I say negative for Gramhart? God damn it. No, positive. Positive. Whether or not we're giving Gramhart positives. Oh, I don't know, Beach. Can you tell from the score? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not worried about it, Raxor. It's just been one of those like, okay, I kind of want him to show up so that he can gain his positive. That's the only hiccup that's happening right now. But yeah, no, like I said, Katra is fine. He's neutral for me. So, otherwise, actually, what's funny is neutral is a good way to describe this this chapter. Actually, also, I don't think he's very useful in battle. Okay. He is written well. I will give you that. I'm not trying to say he's badly written. Again, no negatives. Negatives. Like the reason I'm emphasizing that point is because because this is not one or the other. Fair enough. But admittedly, I don't really go for who's the strongest fighters, right? I don't usually gravitate towards those kinds of characters. Says the guy who's a lore simp, but that's beside the point. Aside from that, I usually just go with my favorites, right? Whether I know how to bring out their full potential or not. And as you've seen, and as Raxor has been, yelling at me the whole game, not a complaint, Raxor, or keep doing that. Keep doing that. I actually encourage you to keep yelling at me for being terrible at this game. Anyways, but yeah, I tend to just go with my favorites, even if they are not the most powerful. Which is funny because I tend to, even then in Trails, I tend to gravitate towards the powerful characters, right? One of my favorite party member that's not as stellar, Joshua in Sky 1. Well, okay, other than Tita, is Zin. Like, Tita and Zin are my two favorite party members that are not as stellar in Joshua in Sky 1. And that's mostly just because I really like their character. Well, for Tita, it's because of her character. And for Zin, it's because, boof! Oof, he's got some beefy damage. So. Then there's Sky 2, where my go-tos... Actually, Sky 2 is a better example, because I usually go Chloe, Shara, and Tita are the three that accompany Estelle in Sky 2 almost all the time. Sky 3 I flip-flop but it's usually roughly the same thing. It's usually Tita, Shara once I finally get her, and then like Estelle and Joshua. Although Reese is in there a lot too. So yeah, Sky 3 is a bad example because there's so many characters I like using in Sky 3. Zero has no alternate party members. Moving on. Azure, I tend to prefer having Risha in my party. Again, that punches a hole in I don't go for power. And Cold Steel 1 when they're allowed to be in my party. Already Gaius and Laura are my go-tos. With Elliot for healing, and then my fourth member is usually Fee. Well, no, my fourth member would actually be my fifth member, would be Fee. And then the sixth member is just whoever the hell I happen to be using at the time. Usually I'll have like Emma or somebody there like that. Cold Steel 2, pretty much the same thing. I mean, once you get past all of the reunions, of course. But, I mean, I tend to gravitate towards those. Cold Steel 3 is a little bit different. Because obviously, I like New Class 7. So, Yuna's usually a mainstay. Kurt's usually a mainstay. Granted, most of the focus is on New Class 7. So I end up using, Yuna, Kurt, or Altina, Musa, and Ash a lot. But I like all of those characters. So that kind of works. And then in Cold Steel 4, it was just it was the same thing as Sky 3. Rotation. Actually, Reverie was the exact same thing. Rotation. Especially when I'm just randomly going through the corridor. Although, there I go for, like, the ridiculous heavy hitters, so that's kind of so Reverie is kind of usually the one exception, because I obviously the first four I leveled were Reen, Laura, Victor, and Aurelia. So, which is funny because I've actually got 10 characters in Reverie are max level in my Reverie file right now. And I intend to keep that going until it's all 50 of them. My food is almost here. I need to AFK for a while. For a bit. I will be right back. Okay. Now that my breakfast is here, I'll be right back. One more thing. I don't remember if that is today or tomorrow. It would be best to message Steve about that. Confirm with Steve about that. I need to go get a fork. I'll be right back. Yeah, I figured that was what it was. Today, I don't know. And then the plan for today, I have no bloody idea. Alright. All I do know is I want to finally dig into my food. Ooh, now that my dishes have gotten out of the way. Whoops. Alright, let's... Oh, come on! Ugh. Stop fighting me. Yeah. Alright. Sorry for the delay. Let us continue. Oh, there he is. I'm glad we didn't have to go on a wild goose chase to find you today. Ah, if it isn't the Spriggan. You look like you have something more to discuss with me. Damn right we do. I imagine you're already privy to the situation, so we don't need to bring you up to speed. Right now, we're trying to get everything under control ourselves before the government intervenes any further. So that's why we wanted to ask you about... Me? What exactly do I have to do with all this? I will admit my curiosity is piqued by the developments here. Marduk is an interesting wrinkle in the story, as are Professor Callahan's, shall we say, inadvisable efforts. I do plan to stay and watch how this all pans out, but as I said yesterday, can you at least let me finish before dismissing me? I've had to face a lot of hard truths over the past few days. I've been made to realize just how lacking I am and how much I still have to learn. I know that it's impossible to rectify all of that overnight, but there's still things that I want to protect no matter the cost. All I want is for your feedback on a hypothesis of mine. I won't ask for any more of your help than that. Go on. Professor Callahan's and all but lives is on the network now. Very true. But that goal of his contradicts the actions he took. One thing doesn't add up to me. Why did he simply let the Mafia destroy the Aurora? Ugh. That is a good question. Really, Onyos? This is like what, the 5th time that's happened to me, where I'll say something and then a character's dialogue is literally what I said. Frickin' Tio with the landmine. And I forget what the others were, but I know there's others. I agree, that is an obvious contradiction. If they intend to use weapons of mass destruction, they must figure out how to invent and produce them. They simply don't exist yet. Professor Callahan's AI only solves one part of the problem. Even with functional blueprints, there are no means to produce them. The AI is essential in their research efforts. It holds more computational power than any other machine in Basel. And if they no longer have it, that begs another question. How will they produce those nuclear weapons without the means to invent them? An astute observation. Can't say no, can you? Something tells me you wanted to help him out all along, in spite of your crotchety old man act. Aaron, no. Maybe some part of him did. But what this is Cronkite wanted Katra to expand his horizons. He wanted to help guide Katra to the answer, not hand him the answer key. In short, he's what a teacher should do. I am simply giving him the feedback he requested. There you go. It will be up to him to prove his theory. Though judging from what I've heard so far, he'll find the answers soon enough. You're correct. People do not grow and change overnight. But having watched you, I can see now how you've matured over the years. I look forward to seeing you grow into a well-rounded scientist, just as Professor Hamilton did. Thank you. I will. He really is like a brother to you, huh? That's an interesting way to look at that. But in a way, yeah, actually, I can see him. I could see that. Him being a brother to Catra. Because a brother usually doesn't just hand you the answer key. But they would be willing to help you out. Help you reach that answer. Because an older brother would know that it's much more satisfying when you come to the conclusion yourself. When you figure it out for yourself, it is so much more satisfying than just looking it up. Granted, I'm not one to talk because I just give up and look it up myself, but I can understand that mentality. He's more helpful than he wants to admit. Curious where he's going after he leaves Basel, but I guess that ain't my business. I agree, and besides, it's not our place to tell him how to live his life. We need to focus on our own work right now. You're right. You know what? I'm gonna give Cronkite a positive. I think Cronkite has sufficiently earned a positive.
Of the attendant. This tram is bound for Newtown.
Alright. let's go get yelled at by a moron. Oh, hi, Ren. You couldn't have timed your arrival better. Ren, we weren't expecting to find you here. You want something from us? The opposite. I have something for you. A little piece of intel. Do you have to go blabbing to them about it? Yes. Now shut the fuck up before she slices your head off. I would call Alvis a moron too. Hey, don't spoil her fun, Killjoy. Ladies don't like a hard ass. Excuse me? Alright, boys, simmer down. Now's not the time for mouthing off. Yes, ma'am. So what's this info about? To the surprise of no one, Elmada was behind the explosion in Anchorville. It sounds like it's a mess out there right now after word got out that Elmada had corporate help. Yeah, a lot of high-ranking bracers are stuck there right now trying to sort everything out. Honestly, I'd really rather be out there right now, but we're tied up here. Yeah, after yesterday, we're not leaving anytime soon. Indeed, I'm still positive that the attack in Anchorville was just a diversion. Basel has to be their main target. In fact, we know little more about the agents who unleashed the archaisms in the city yesterday. I strongly believe the same duo you met. It was the same duo you met in Lomport. Them again? Viola and Alexander. They caused a ton of trouble back in Lomport too. That's certainly not good. That said, we shouldn't have to worry about them here now that Marduk is in town. How many men have they got? We talk in just one area or the whole city? They have enough people on the ground to rival a large Jaeger group, and with vastly better equipment. Their chief of security in particular, he's a real force of nature. Of course, I imagine you know all about that pretty well already, Kazim. I will agree that he is still a good character. That he is a good character. Yep, Gramps here described him as one of the strongest Jaegers to walk the earth. It's funny, guy's got this baby face. He doesn't even look thirsty, but he gives off this vibe like he could kick your ass into next week. At any rate, the city's in good hands with him patrolling around. We still gotta figure out what Almada's plotting next, though. Speaking of, you confirmed those two you encountered yesterday were connected to the gardens, correct? Yeah, said they were overseers. That checks out. They've got 4 units and an overseer in charge of each one. The 2 of them seem to be connected to Almada differently, though. Melchior is both an overseer and a high-ranking executive in Almada, but his cohort said that she was only a contractor. Talk about complicated. I wonder what the story there is. We're not much the wiser than you guys there, unfortunately. What we do know is that the most monstrous mafia and most vile assassins to ever live have joined fans, and that ain't good. Indeed, after we have Basel taken care of, we'll need to devise a strategy for dealing with them. Have you managed to learn anything more about what Almada's up to here? Unfortunately not. If anything, we were hoping you might have a lead on where Professor Callahan might be. I wish I did, but I'm not too familiar with the geography of this area. I tried to see if I could find anything on the net, but they covered their tracks, unfortunately. Sorry for coming up empty-handed. Don't worry about it. It really wasn't going to be that easy. Wait, did Kazim steal Tita's shtick of having a big laser? Aside from that, my only other advice is to keep the Septian veins in mind. They're more relevant than you might think. The Septian veins? I recall Rosette mentioning those recently, actually. They do have a tendency to affect the orbital network in particular. At first glance, they appear unrelated. We had no way to prove they were at all related, until a certain phenomenon in Crossbell demonstrated that the two can affect each other, or under the right conditions. This incident here is eerily reminiscent of what happened a year and a half ago. It's just my hunch, though. Well, that does make a lot of sense. Yeah, thanks for the pointer. Well, we're going to get back to tracking down Callahan. And what are you three up to? We'll be doing the rounds to keep the city under control. We can't just leave it all to Marduk. Yeah, they're good, don't get me wrong, but they're even shadier than you guys are. I don't trust them. And there's Alvis trying to be intelligent. I'll be helping out too, until there's some other development that demands my attention. I need to keep an eye on all the other students as well. We'll all be waiting for you on Yes. Odette and Albert too. Don't forget that, okay? I won't. Please be careful, Ren. Whoops. Great. Give it another look. Comb it over real thorough this time. Yes, Chief. Something wrong? Anything we can help with? I wish it was that simple, but nope. Ain't nothing you folks can help with. Guess it wouldn't hurt to fill you in, though. What? Parts for the weapon prototype went missing? Yep, we found it out when we were looking into Callahan's disappearance. Most of the parts are still here. It's not like the whole thing up and vanished. But there are little bits and pieces of our inventory missing. Our order sheets don't add up. And we haven't been able to find the missing parts anywhere. It's not just a few of them either. We're missing huge chunks of inventory. Too much stuff to count. Well, that's a bit alarming. You're talking about that weapon you showed us earlier, right? Yeah, that definitely ain't good. Good, and you're right. I don't know how we could help with that. Smells like an inside job to me. No way the world-famous Giscard workshop just loses track of inventory like that. Damn straight. Hey, a lot of us here know about the weapon, but it's still a highly confidential project. We've taken extra steps to make sure nothing gets out. And of all the times, this had to happen right after I went and mouthed off at Townsend. Shameful, I tell ya. Your order parts online. You order parts online, don't you? I remember you showing me how that system worked. Do you think the inventory shortfall might be related to the network problems the city's been having? Our youngsters suggested the same thing. It's not entirely off the table, no. I just think we're being more careful just like to think we were being more careful than that. How could we not be, given everything going on? That's understandable, yeah. I find it hard to believe that it was just an accident, with how careful everyone's been, and this feels premeditated. Yeah, with all the weird shit going on, it's hard to chalk anything up to coincidence right now. No, there's just so much going on. We'll keep an eye out for any leads about your parts, though. Thanks. Man, I'm sorry, folks. Folks, you got enough on your plate without us and our stupid supply hiccups. We're still trying to find Callahan, but we haven't got any good leads yet. Our best guess is that he's off somewhere off the beaten path. Might have holed up somewhere here on purpose, even. That does sound like good news. Well, if you learn anything, let us know. Got a little info to work on. Yeah, but I can't wrap my head around how it all fits together. Maybe talking it out will help. Is there a place we can chat in private? We can always head back to the inn. Actually, how about you all come to my place? You won't have to worry about people listening in there. Oh, no, we couldn't impose on you like that. I really don't mind, and neither would Professor Hamilton. It's her house, but I'm the only one who lives there right now. Cool, we'll take you up on your offer. Kinda curious to see what be the home of one of Epstein's 3 disciples. Oh, I wouldn't expect too much, it's just a normal family home. Anyway, we can head over whenever you'd like. Okay, so...
Off we go.
I want to do the side quests that have popped up.
Why not stay here and relax?
Hidden machines? Oh no, the HMs! And they've bled over into trails! Sorry, bad joke. I failed to mention this earlier, but I have a proposition for all of you. It is something of an extension of Crown Prince Sarid's request. But if you have the time, would you consider taking on the job? I'll be waiting in the park in Newtown. This quest is called Hidden Machines. And I was like, oh crap! I have HMs! Pokemon. It was a Pokemon joke. Although, no, the Trails Pro tags fighting alongside Pokemon would actually is actually an awesome mental image, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, a request from the CID, eh? It's intriguing for sure. I wonder what they want to talk to us about. Yeah. I'm not gonna say no to a potential rendezvous with Kayla. How about you?
Right.
No. Ah, so you checked the bulletin board, did you? Who? Me, writing a 4 SPG. I never thought I'd see the day. Hey, Second Lieutenant Kayla. Wouldn't it have killed you to be more direct instead of going the 4 SPG route? So, am I speaking to Kayla or am I speaking to the CID? You're sharp. This may seem a bit bureaucratic, but I've admitted this request in the CID's stead. It concerns the armed machines that were released in the city during yesterday's attack. We've confirmed that around half their number were destroyed, while most of the others retreated with Almada. But we've also received word that 2 high-spec units might still be at large within the city. Seriously? We did encounter a few machines fitting that description yesterday. I see. Yeah, the police probably have their hands full with them, and you need a cleanup crew. But Marduk and the guild don't really tickle your fancy. Hey, have I got that right? Exactly. Marduk's involvement was the result of the president's more heavy-handed approach. We're not too fond of that. This is more a matter of professional pride than anything. Special forces are due to arrive in the evening, and they're sure to complicate things. We would much rather solve this problem ourselves. So you want to loan us out to the CID for a day, is that right? It's not just the CID, the Principality requested this too, I assume? And whatever the case, we really can't have those things running loose. Makes sense, ish. Out of curiosity, was this Kincaid's idea? He's pulled together his own task force to address the problem. They're negotiating with the President's office as we speak. At the risk of divulging too many details, he's been pushing for a separate division meant specifically for these tasks. So Kincaid's basically trying to push for his own version of the Iron Bloods. Let me clarify. No, I don't think that makes Kincaid the next Osborn. I still say Gramhart is. But I could see Kincaid taking that idea taking the concept of the Iron Bloods and having an altruistic version of the Iron Bloods. So, let's use it in Star Trek terms. The Iron Bloods would be, say, the Tal Shiar, or the Obsidian Order. Kincaid's version would be Section 31. And by that I mean an incorruptible force. Yeah, that tracks. Guy's resourceful to a fault. This really is a job for Marduk or the Guild, but I guess the CID doesn't want to swallow its pride. And you know what? I actually am in favor of helping the CID, if I may be so bold. Kincaid has actually mostly earned my respect. Do I trust him? Not entirely. But he's that level of not being able to trust him that I can trust, if that makes any sense. The devil you know concept, right? You ain't exactly free, though, is the thing. We got other jobs to do. No, we'll do this. Especially since it's long gray. I guess we can look into this on the side. Hey, lay it on me. Man, we might find a lead or something. You have my gratitude. Here's what we know about these rogue models. They're most probably the same as the models employed by Vegas Films in Tharbad. Oh, those assholes. And 2 of them at that. You fought them before? They sound like a real hassle. Yep, because they are. They're hiding in the city to begin with. They're too big. They got some kind of optical camo or something? Not to our knowledge. The Alba has been patrolling and scanning the city from above since yesterday. Marduk has cleared out the smaller units that we've found, but the 2 large units have yet to be located. Kincaid does have a theory. He suspects that they're hiding in plain sight and using some sort of radar jamming device to avoid detection. I do remember hearing about special materials that can absorb or deflect orbital waves, which means we're probably looking for a container made of such material, likely brought into the city recently. Either that or a van big enough to hold them. Probably pretty simple to deck one of those out in anti-radar stuff. No idea whether Armada's driving it around themselves though, or if they contracted them out to somebody. Think you can look into suspicious containers and transport vehicles for us? We'll focus on the stuff that's out on the road. We split up and we should be cleared up. We should have this cleared up pretty quickly. Understood. I'll mobilize the local authorities and notify Vern and the Artisans Guild. Either of us makes any headway, let's keep each other posted. Thank you very much. So what's the move? Do we hunt down every wayward van in town? We'll be out here all day. True, traffic in and out has closed, but plenty of vehicles remain inside city limits. The main arteries fan out in all sorts of directions. Searching them all would be time consuming. We got the cops on site, so we can leave the crowd control to them. We just gotta pinpoint where the transport is most likely to be. Newtown in the Artisanal District, it makes the most sense to me. They've got the most traffic freight especially. We get lucky, or I guess unlucky in this case, and we might fish us up a robot. Roger, so we need to find people who drive stuff a lot. Let's start asking around.
Time to go solve some problems.
Why not stay here and relax?
Can we talk?
A sketchy transport vehicle? Let me think for a sec. Lots of cars go by, so... Well, now that you mention it, there was something funny this morning. There was? What did you see? Any details would be great, no matter how small. So, we've got the whole location lockdown thing. And it got me thinking about how I wanted to do business today. And I figured, people are still hungry. People need a pick-me-up. So I made my way out here, albeit a little later than usual. And this big old transport van comes up, and something about it just seems weird. Weird? Were they driving all funny? The opposite, actually. There was this little empty soda can sitting in the road, and the transport just ran right over it, like made no attempt to avoid it. The whole van kind of shook a little. Hell, I got spooked and bolted out of the way. Hey, but the van just drove away like nothing happened. The nerves on that driver, honestly, stone cold. Huh. Sounds like there's more to this story. Right. That's what I was thinking, yeah, because then it turned right at the fork in the road ahead. And then when it did, I heard a thud. I think whatever it was moving got shuffled around. At first, I thought maybe it was some machining tool, a little funking around in there. But you'd think they'd stack them so that they don't do that. But like before, it just drove right off without a care in the world. I almost felt like I was just imagining things. I see. Did you catch what the make of the vehicle was? Yeah, it was a Red Star, a big one. Probably some delivery company. But it didn't have a logo or branding or anything on it. And the van was just unmarked. Kind of weird. Yeah, that's a bit whack. Thanks a bunch, bud. That's some really good info. Glad to hear it. Anything to help. Oh, God, it knows we all need it right now. But I heard things are looking up. They said they're going to open the roads back up tonight. Just gotta hold out a little longer. We'll find a way. Thank you very much.
Why not stay here and relax?
Taking off now.
Alright. Whoops. There we go. I went the wrong way, because of course I did.
Now then.
I just did a delivery run to get some repair materials where they need it in the city. I'm really glad my truck didn't get dinged up. I can use it to help everybody out there. Whatever folks need, I can load it up and haul it over.
Let me ask you something.
I hit the wrong button. You want to know if I've seen a suspicious freight truck? Huh? Bit of an odd thing to ask. Well, yes, sorry for just dumping that on. Nah, I'm just giving you a guff. I did actually see something like that last night. Hey, you did? So what was suspicious about it? Well, deliveries last night, were all way behind schedule because of all the craziness in the city. I mean, that makes sense. We eventually got everything sorted out. Even that big old eye in the sky watching us all. Even with that big old eye in the sky watching us all. So I finally wrapped up my work. It's late at night, and I'm tired as hell. I start driving back towards my home on the edge of town. I'm waiting at one of the lights, and then I see this giant Red Star truck pull up next to me. It had a really weird color scheme. Never seen a Red Star painted like that. It had to be from out of town, I figured. But I figured, hey, he's a tired old dog like me, driving at ass o'clock. I'll give him a wave. I'll look out the window nah, forget it. When I say it out loud, it sounds ridiculous. I must have been seeing things. Hey, come on, don't leave us in. And you might not have been seeing things after all. Oh, won't you tell us, please? Alright, just don't laugh at me, okay? I looked out the window, and there was no one behind the wheel, just nothing. Huh? What do you mean? Just nobody in the driver's seat at all? I'm as puzzled as you are. Before I could really process it, the light turned green and the truck rolled on away. I had to put my eyes back on the road after that. I never saw that truck again. It only really dawned on me when I got home. Maybe the driver was just on the short side? Their truck was definitely taller than mine, too. Maybe I just couldn't see him. Either that, or again, I was tired as all get out. I might have been just seeing things. Yeah, that's how it seemed to me at the time, but honestly, it was probably nothing. Moral of the story here is that everybody needs their sleep. Hey, you don't go burning the midnight oil just because you can, you know? Lesson learned, yeah, we'll take care of ourselves. Take it easy yourself, yeah? That sounds like the kind of thing a single good night's sleep won't fix. Oh, for sure. The city sealed off until tonight, so I'm gonna try and take it slow while we got nothing to do. I do like that we saved face with him. Nice, we got way more clues than I expected. The two accounts we heard both involved the Red Star transport, which leads me to believe that we are dealing with one and only one vehicle. I'm still freaking out about the whole driverless truck thing. Don't blame you. The fact that it happened at night turns this whole thing into a bona fide ghost story. There's probably a logical explanation, though. Oh, and I'm sure Katra can provide it. Wait, for real? Oh, is it related to technology you have insider knowledge about? Correct. I believe it is utilizing tech that is currently in the R&D phase development in many countries. It's called an automated vehicle, and it allows a person to go from place to place without lifting a finger, because a hollow core, or it is doing the driving. The fact that it kept going in spite of the empty soda can, and makes me strongly suspect it's an AI-controlled vehicle. My suspicions were correct then. Ren told me a little about this before. Wow, that's so cool. Oh, so that means it wasn't a ghost. Phew. Well, you never know. Maybe there was a driver until his shitty job worked him to death. Now he lives on as a vengeful ghost behind the wheel. Wait, what's that? Oh shit, it's right behind you, Frida. What? Ah! Hey, there's nothing there. You should have seen the look on your face. Why are you like this? You want me to stop calling you a kid? Stop acting like one. Back on topic. There was an incident regarding unmanned and driving tech. Everyone in the underworld was going on and on about it at the time. So I'm amazed this thing is driving around the city without causing any problems. It's kind of insane. I'm not too surprised. Well, we'll see how we'll see how I'm feeling after Compass. No. Oh, he's talking about Steve Rexor. Or this is we're basically planning real life thing via my chat. That. At Raxor. So. I'm not too surprised. You could prevent more accidents by connecting it to the traffic management system and the info on the city roads. The technology should be state-of-the-art. In fact, I suspect it's the same tech that caused Professor Callahan's downfall. Oh, I'm sorry, Katra. You've nothing to be sorry for, and I'm alright, promise. Now's not the time to wallow in sentimentality. So, what's the plan, Van? The AI's functionality and patterns could make it quite difficult to capture. I know, normally it'd be it'd be fine with dumping this, and I'd be fine with dumping this on the second lieutenant or the cops. But I'm a car lover at heart, and I do not like seeing them used as vehicles for bringing weapons into the city. This shit is personal. Figures. Well, any bright ideas, Chief? First order of business is to see how far this AI can really go. Also, I'm gonna bring on some outside help for this gig. What kind of outside help? Do you have somebody in mind? Yep. I heard they'd be here.
Now,
Then let's head over.
Ah.
why not stay here and relax?
Ah, Van. So did we get it? Did we get all of that right? You want us kings of the road to chase down an AI intruder, huh? Don't underestimate him. You really don't know what you're getting into. Neither do I, to be honest. It does sound hard to believe, yeah. I couldn't really go too in-depth on the call, sorry. That's freaky, a giant van just driving around all by itself? And it's carrying assault robots inside it too? Yeah, it's pretty far-fetched, but honestly, I'm intrigued. We street racers take pride in our skills, and I'm not about to let some beep-boop bastard one-up me. Well, being an AI, it can process things much faster than you. Without a plan to catch it, it would probably outmaneuver you. No sweat, we'll show that bucket of bolts what real people can do. So, what's the plan, Van? Well, here's what I'm thinking. We get my truck and your two cars. Yeah, we're all set here. Here, we've got our cars ready to go. Want to get this show on the road? Combat will ensue upon beginning this operation. It's recommended that you have the party's equipment in order beforehand. Let's make sure.
No rest for the weary.
Do you know what you want?
Might as well equip the others while I'm here.
I hope to see you again.
Well,
do you
actually-
know what you want?
Yes, I want to sell these shoes. Alright.
I hope to see you again.
The latest models from Calvert's floor.
Let's get rolling. We got a beat on the transport, Katja? Yes, I've pinged them on the traffic network. They're patrolling the streets in a specific pattern. They're due to come by here around 20 minutes. Whoa, there really is nobody behind the wheel. Tinted glass, too. Ooh, they've got this shit figured out. The transport has probably optimized its driving style to evade pursuers. Are you sure you can handle it? Safety first, remember? Remember, don't overextend. Best of luck. Damn, wish she could... Whoop. Damn, wish she could take me for a ride like that. She really is her uncle's niece. They're keeping clear of other cars. Cars, so far so good. How's the traffic looking? No congestion, as far as I can tell. If we can get it cornered... Got it. Perfect. Get the CID, the Basel Police, and the traffic guys. Right. This is Katra. I invoke emergency authority to request a temporary road closure. Looks like it gave up. If machines can even do that, I don't know. Perhaps it simply wasn't programmed to handle these sorts of situations. Nah, it ain't that easy. The machines are booting up. Jennifer, Graham, get back. Right. So it was carrying those things. Crap. So these are our warrior models? I see what you mean. They're from Marduk, no doubt. Yeah, these are the ones from Vegas Films, alright. Two at once is gonna be tough. Be careful, guys. On the flip side, we know how they work. Let's send them to the scrapyard where they belong. Their joints are their weak points, according to Rosette. Focus on those. Let's clean them up before word gets on the street.
Go time! There! You've got this, Agnes!
Sucker! My move now!
Time to go all out. There we go. Not getting free. Not getting free.
It's go time!
There we go. We're down.
Keep moving, Van!
There we go. Perfect chance.
Too slow!
No, you don't. A chance. There.
Sucker!
Not getting free.
Go time!
Here's some extra. Perfect chance.
Too slow!
Down you go.
There. No! Not getting through. I'll take you on.
Sucker!
Barry! It's the end.
Go time! Take that!
Bye-bye. How did you still have momentum? Anyways. We got him! Woohoo! Oh man, that was like a movie shot. That all you got? That felt much easier than the one we took down in Tharbad. Yeah, actually I have to agree with that. That was actually stupidly easy compared. Its info really came in handy there. How often do you go around fighting things like that? I mean, ain't like we want to, just sort of happens. Now, let's figure out how to shut off that auto drive thingy. Right, I'll get to work on... Huh? Are you shitting me? Get back! Ah! Whoa! Huh? Look out! Get away from that thing! A third one? Seriously? Bastard waited for us to let our guard down. I'll hold it off. You guys get back up. Guild, Marduk, whoever. I don't care. I don't care. Man, don't! Huh? What are you... What the... What's in that inside her purse? Don't be a hero, dipshit. This is serious. No need. Backups arrived. Kayla! And... Theme.
You let your guard down.
Holy crap! Shit! Close your eyes! Yeah! An optical weapon? That's his Buster Lance. He showed me it back home once. Incredible. I see now that you earned your title. Little Kamsin. Kamshin. You had the measure of the situation from the very start, didn't you?
This was nothing more than our response as a part of crisis management. Our firm's concierge has previously analyzed the situation. I will leave the rest to the CID and the local police, as well as them. Farewell.
Kazim. That attack was incredible. He took out the robot in one fell swoop. Went right for the joints, too. Just like she said. He looked like he barely lifted a finger. Well, this is Marduk's ace we're talking about. Oh, that's just what he does. But hey, all's well that ends well, right? We still got the credit for it. That in and of itself is aggravating, but I'm in no position to complain. At any rate, thank you for completing my request. Given you did hunt down 3 units instead of 2, your reward should be adjusted accordingly. Much thanks to you two as well. Oh, we didn't do much. Hey, I'm just glad I got to have a good race. Talk about stealing the spotlight. Hey, what are we, chopped liver? Yeah, I've still got a long way to go before I can rival my brother. I'm just glad we put a stop to those robots for good, even if it wasn't all us. Yeah, you have my thanks as well. Who knows what damage they would have caused if left unchecked. Don't sell yourself short, bud. You helped a bunch too. Plenty more where that came from. Let's keep Almada on their toes. Right, of course.
That's one job behind us.
Reward deposited.
Okay.
Heading to the objective.
Looks like that's it.
This is the Aerotrain, operated by the City of Basel.
That jacket threw me off for a second. This is cinnamon coffee, huh? Kind of has a different fragrance to it. It's not bad. The professor's a big fan of it, so I've had it a lot. I've heard it's pretty popular over in the Central East. Yeah, I drink a lot back home. Always with milk, though. I could see myself getting addicted to this fragrance. It pairs perfectly with the chocolate, too. Ooh, we've got ourselves a little slice of heaven here. Will someone put a sock in this guy already? You're a big fan of sweet things, huh? You seemed to like the Ungarden too. He can't help himself, I'm afraid. It feels so strange to have this place be so lively again. I've been the only one here for so long now. Jan and Essie are so busy with their work that they can only afford to drop by every once in a blue moon these days. That's too bad. So you were still really young when you were adopted by the professor? That's right, though I'd rather skip how it came about. Even though we're not related by blood, she treated me like a real grandchild. As soon as I started taking an interest in technology and absorbing anything I could, she would always find time in her busy schedule to teach me. After that, I started visiting the observatory a lot because that was where she did her research. My interest in astronomy then led to Jan and Essie teaching me all kinds of things along with her. I was a complete nobody, and yet they chose to make me part of their family. They seem like absolutely lovely people. I can see why you're so desperate to protect everything they left behind in their absence. But I failed. The Aurora was destroyed. Reset suffered just to keep me safe. I don't know how I'm going to be able to face the professor when she comes home. Like Rosette said, there's a lot of people around who love you. This might be a good time to learn to lean on them a little more. You are not alone, Catra. Yeah, I'm coming to realize that too. I thought I'd learned that lesson when we all came together to finish Fio and Saros, but apparently I was a few steps away. I could never have done that on my own. It took Grant's help, Young, and Essie's help. Even Professor Callahan played a pivotal role in getting the job done. Really? Professor Callahan helped make your orbital drones? I remember hearing that he used to stop by here despite it being Hamilton's rival, but it's still hard to imagine. You all only know him as he is now, but like I said yesterday, he wasn't always like that. He was the leading figure in the field of engineering science. He even designed a lot of the current Republican Army's weaponry. He used to be something of a rival to Professor Hamilton and us, but both sides fully respected one another and took it as a way for all of us to grow. It was because Professor Callahan and Professor Hamilton joined forces that they were able to create the Aurora, too. Okay, before we get to his actually here, I just realized something that I forgot, and I'm gonna go deal with it real quick. Be right back. Okay, there we go. Forgot to change my laundry over. Actually, what is it? Why did he run off? I found it. That looks like the Aurora. Yeah, not exactly the same, but pretty damn close. It is. It's part of another idea that was considered during the planning stages for the Aurora. It was to be one of a twin core system that was modeled after the left and right sides of the human brain. The two systems would perform totally different calculations in tandem with one another, much like our brains do. In the end, and budgetary constraints meant and that only the Aurora was completed, but a prototype version of the other system was made. Well, that's convenient. One sec here. No swipe. There we go. Forgot about that. Anyway. So then there's effectively a prototype of the central computer from yesterday out there somewhere. I did think it was weird that they destroy the Aurora, considering their endgame. But if Professor Callahan was one of the developers behind the whole project, it would make sense if he'd give them that prototype too. If we assume that is the case, that'll significantly help us in narrowing down where it could be now. Could you give me a hand in finding the other documents we have on it here? Of course. First, just tell us this is what you want us to do. And I guess I can put the work in. But if you can't pinpoint where the thing is after we find all the stuff you want, we're going to force you to run butt naked through Basel. Yeah, whatever. What the hell? Hello, Aaron. I can believe that. And yes, I need you to find a map of the septium veins in this area. He sure picked himself up fast. He's a hell of a lot more grown up than you are, that's for sure. Urt Abandoned Factory. I think that's our place. That's the place where a lot of research leading to the last generation of gunships was done, yeah? The area was sealed off a while ago because it was so worn down. Would you really think we're going to find our target there? I'd say the odds are about 87%, no, 90%. I tried taking the waveforms of the distortions in the orbital and energy supply networks. It's then combining them with that map of the septium veins. The only place that matches that data is big and quiet enough to hide the device of the Aurora size, and is still close enough to Basel to interfere with the orbital network. Nowhere else is as good a match as this. That's some confidence. But I don't think it's misplaced. This area matches everything we know so far. An abandoned factory far from civilization seems like the perfect place for Almada to use as a hideout. What are you doing? Congratulating you on a job well done. And I'm sure even that genius professor would be impressed by your efforts here. I wouldn't be so sure of that. And it's just a guess right now. We won't know for sure until we make our way over there. Well, we've come this far. Time to finish this leg of the race. I agree. It's 2 p.m. already, so we don't have much time. I think we should let Ren, the Guild, and the CID know what we're doing. The abandoned road leading to the factory is on the bottom level of Newtown, on the other side of the locked gate. Hey, my certification card will get us through it. I'm ready to leave as soon as you all are. Got it. We'll head on over as soon as we're ready then. Man, this place looks old. You think there are airship parts lying around? They're covered in moss too. It looks like this road really hasn't been used in quite some time. I mean, that doesn't surprise me. On either front. This isn't really an area I come to. Geological surveys have confirmed that there is a large septium vein running under here, however. Man, look at this. Tire tracks. Looks from a big truck, huh? They look pretty fresh. They must have been carrying something real heavy. Maybe... Oh! We're on the right track then. And there's that phenomenon again. And it has to be resonating with the green Genesis we saw. Alright, time to get this over with before the CID and the Guild make this their stomping ground. Right, we need to hit them while they're off their guard.
I'm not going to do anything reckless anymore. So come on, you two. While the professor's away, it falls on us to... No, that's not why I'm here. I'm here to protect what I hold dear. And with everyone's help, too.
Both the engineering skills and mental development of Katra have reached the required parameters, unlocking the S-Class offensive program, Dagama Driver.
Eh? Is this a technique that helps you two move at high speed while in sync? I think the professor told me that Young and the others helped her develop this a while back. Kinda neat that they designed it to unlock new functions as the user grows. I agree, it's really cool. I don't get how it works, but yeah, it is awesome. Even all the way out here, they're still supporting you. Ooh, that must feel nice. Yeah, it does. And now thanks to them, I'll be able to contribute even more in battle. Let's get going. The abandoned factory should be just ahead. And there's his S-Craft. Alright. I guess I should go ahead and... use him at least once to get, and to at least view the thing.
Next one! It should be safe for now.
Good work, guys. We all in one piece? Let's get to work.
We can win right now.
Take this. Go, Katra!
Now's your chance to activating sail.
Sucker!
On yes! Here's a little more.
Mary!
Whoops. Well, that sucked.
That's how it goes.
I'm stronger than ever.
This is it.
Go, Katra!
energy output at full activating
Unleashing
skill.
full strength. Lance mode activate. Dagama driver.
Boost gauge limit exceeded.
A chance!
There we go. You did it!
It was good. Moving on.
Looks like the gang's all here.
I'm on it.
I'm in.
Got a whole slew of them. Time for the main event. Here goes. Time. All you on, yes. Sucker.
I can live with this.
That was nothing to sneeze at on, yes?
La Place Code.
That looks like a nice chest.
Pay attention, Alex. Otherwise, you're gonna miss out on shit. Case in point.
Let's get to work.
Next one. Let's keep moving ahead. We're not done yet. Battle's finished. Let's hurry on ahead.
Oh, come on!
No, you don't.
Nice. That went great.
You kick butt, man.
Let's get to work.
Oh, god damn it! That was
You
bull.
won't get away with this.
Oh, fuck off.
No, you don't. Perfect chance.
Sucker. Well, this sucks.
You're open.
Yeah. The double-edged sword.
Nice. That was great.
You're a true professional, Dan.
Gotcha.
The help was much appreciated. Next one.
Come back when you're stronger.
Ooh, a treasure chest.
I see me some nobodies.
Let's get to work. Gotcha. Give me your worst.
Yep.
This'll hurt. Brace yourself. Get down. Here goes. Great. All you on, yes.
Too slow!
Barry!
Gotcha!
Oh. Hello. Hang on.
Keep it up! It's working!
Give me a sec.
Going all in.
Holy crap. Lag. I apologize for this lag.
Time out.
This lag is all on my end, if I can even be heard. Okay.
Couldn't take your eyes off me, right?
That wasn't half bad, Aaron.
Ah, dang it, Steve. Taking a page out of the
That
math
hunk
book.
of junk supposed to be an airship? Pretty damn ancient.
Ancient history, more like. This type's been all but replaced by newer models.
Glad that worked out okay.
Oh, come on, Discord. Will you frickin' load? I can imagine. Okay. I don't care about fucking SpongeBob.
So...
Okay.
Sorry, just had to message Steve and let him know. Oh, what's up? Should just hit call. Go back on him, with him. Ah, well.
Let's get to work.
There we
Move
go.
on or what?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get some extra sound.
Let's keep moving ahead.
Okay.
Getting combat.
Gotcha! It's done!
Too slow!
All you, Onion! Time. A chance! Break!
Goodbye.
Ooh, a
Nice!
treasure chest.
That went great.
Pretty hot shit, Van.
Okay, Celestial Bomb.
Get to work!
One more! Good work, guys. We all in one piece?
Come back when you're stronger.
Oh, these puzzles.
Not done yet!
Get that.
Glad that worked out okay.
Oh, looks like a chest.
Be careful. That thing looks mean.
Take this out!
Ah, come on.
You'll pay for that. Time for the main event! It's done! Here goes. Make it count, Aaron! My move now. Hit him fast, Barry.
Get out of here. There we go.
Hey, that one felt pretty good. You did wonderful, Barry. The help was much appreciated. I'm on it.
Take this out!
Oh, come on. Fine, your turn.
I'll be sorry for that.
Turn.
Out with the bed. Here goes.
Well, this sucks.
Too slow.
Oh my god, that sucked.
Nice. That went great.
Pretty hot shit. Man.
Be careful. That thing looks mean. I'm on it.
This is it. Pose in your kick match.
Hit him fast, Barry.
Flames! Give me power! Here goes! Flames! Give me... Dad! You're open! A chance! Yeah! There! Aaron! Now!
A chance!
Now!
Nice. Moving on up.
I did it! Powered up!
Well, what'd you expect?
You picked the wrong guy
Okay.
to fight. Take the sun! Now, let's finish the job!
Too slow.
Perfect chance!
Too slow. Take that, you ass.
Aaron! You're open!
That's what you get.
That wasn't half bad, Aaron. Gotcha! Now, let's finish the job! Looks like a check. Gotcha! Son! Take this! Keep it up! Time for a chance! Great!
Okay, get out of here.
All
Suck.
you on, yes! Have some more!
Perfect chance! There we go! Praise Arusha and the flames.
Someone's fired up. Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, that pun sucked, Darren. It really did.
An enemy mob. Wanna clear him out?
Yeah.
I'm on it.
I want it. You're right.
That's what you get.
Okay. Finally made it. Well, it sure is an abandoned factory, all right. Yeah, it looks really old. It's reacting even more strongly than before. It must mean the other Genesis is being used as we speak. Which, from all we know about the professor's research, means we need to hurry. Right, let's find a way to infiltrate the building.
Huh, looks like a chest. Looks like the gang's all here.
Ooh, a treasure chest!
Yeah, I don't feel like fighting everything. I just want to get on with it.
Looks like some good loot.
Watch it. That one's big.
Saran powder.
That
It's
looks like a
going
nice
pretty
chest.
well. And I'd say it's going pretty well. Shield 3.
Ugh, locked. We can't get in this way.
Then let's find another way. Theo, we'll need your assistance.
Understood.
Alright. Done with the randos for this.
Aha! I believe we found our way in. Shall we?
Don't have to ask me twice.
Now we
Okay.
can rest there. Whew, that hits the spot.
Okay, everything's all set up. Alright. Let's get a safety save in. Get this over with.
Oh, look! There it is!
So that's gotta be the prototype terminal we came looking for.
That's right. The one that would have formed part of the twin core system. It's presumably been connected directly to the septium vein, granting it the ability to pull resources from all over the region. I doubt even cutting it off from the net would stop what's already begun. I can't believe he made such a system.
It does sound like it wasn't easy, that's for sure. My man poured a lot of sweat and blood into this.
I admit I probably should be using more save slots than just 2, but But if you're paying attention, I technically only use one.
Color me impressed you managed to find this place. That's some excellent sleuthing, Arkwright Solutions.
I am also rather impressed that you did so without your Marduk concierge.
Nothing to it. We could smell the stench of your filthy scheme from 1,000 Selja away.
Besides, we didn't do it without Reset. She's right here with us, in spirit.
I did not intend for my statement to cause offense.
Still, this development wasn't exactly in the cards. What are your thoughts, Professor?
A most tedious turn of events indeed. Why must you insist upon hindering my research?
Because it's gonna kill people.
Oh, I know the answer. You simply cannot stand the fact that I'm about to surpass your dear teacher's achievements.
Yeah, you're an evil psychopath that needs to be put down.
But the completion of this most supreme formula is nigh. My grand ambition realized, humanity will leap forward into a new future. I will thank you not to interfere.
I know what that future is like, and let's just say I prefer the Trails franchise to the Fallout franchise. Thanks, asshole.
Oh, Professor.
We're up against a super advanced AI that replicates one of the greatest minds in the country. Now that he's not held back by his body, he doesn't even need to rest. He can work at full capacity at all times. This might be worse than that computer from 1.5 years ago. At least that one didn't have a genius's brain in it.
And all of this is made possible by that green Genesis. All of this to try and create weapons of pure evil.
Dear, oh dear, young lady. Do try and see the big picture here.
Okay, I know they don't have the same knowledge I do. But, yeah, I've got, like, over 60 years, actually probably closer to 80 years, of data to back me up on this one. You're an idiot for dabbling in nuclear weapons. Period. You have no idea what the hell you're trying to unleash. Yeah, a copy of what Reen would have been like if he had given in to Ishmelka. This is worse. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. This is worse. In my opinion, this is actually worse. This Callahan AI is worse than Elysium. For one simple reason. Elysium chose Ishmelka Reen as its avatar. Which means it got Reen, there was a part of Reen's personality that was grafted onto there. In other words, there was a moral compass that was there. Callahan doesn't have a moral compass anymore. Whether he had one to begin with, I'll grant you, is debatable. But once he started working with Melchior, that was it. He threw his moral compass in the garbage. And then he became an AI. That's the thing to keep in mind. Yeah, because Novartis... What Novartis would do is, he would look at that and go, but I don't want the world to get blown up by nukes. What research will I do then? I don't know where that voice is coming from. I'm sorry. Alright, but like... But that's... You can picture Novartis saying something like that. Like, why would I want to blow up the world? What the hell would I do my research on then? And the afterlife? Leave that to Adios and the cults. To the Septium Church, the Adios and the cults. Which just brings up the Kingpin quote again. Oh my god. Just in a scientific way. Hey. So, allow me to paraphrase the Kingpin quote for this thing. There is no scientific progression in the destruction of the world. It is very bad for research. Which is funny because I imagine there's like a half a dozen things that could probably apply to. Who? There's no joy in the destruction of the world. There's no scientific benefit. There's no profit. Let's see. There's no honor in blowing up the world. Right? Blowing up the world is not heroic. There's nothing beautiful about blowing up the world. I could keep going. But I think you get the point.
Military research has been a force that drives scientific development and civilization advancement since the dawn of its time. Our orbital communications technology and the airships we rely on are both fine examples of that. Oh, the nuclear weapons I seek to create will one day help bring about peace.
No, they won't. I know I'm speaking from real life, but god damn it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure it is the same guy, too. Sorry, just give me a sec here. I honestly, my blunt opinion, nuclear weapons have not brought peace. I would argue once we stopped giving a shit about using nukes, then we finally had peace. For the most part, anyway. Where are you? Oh, don't tell me you're not listed. There it is. Okay, that's actually funny. The guy voicing Callahan is the same dude as... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Exactly, Raxor. Or, that is my point right there. They were literally just a means to be a bully. That's why I say when we... that's why I say when we stopped when we stopped using nuclear weapons or threatening each other with nuclear weapons, that's when there was actually a bit of peace. It wasn't a full-blown paradise peace, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, this is the same voice actor as Maxim. Yeah, I want to say, I want to hope that one day we'll be rid of them, like, permanently, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't understand the questionable nature of that statement. My hope is, and yeah, really, this guy is the same voice actor as Maxim, apparently. Huh. Yeah, it is my hope that one day it is my hope that one day we will get rid of we will have no more nuclear weapons ever. We will have understood that, we will have learned from the past that nukes were a really bad idea. Unfortunately, we don't have Laura Bailey to yell out that the nukes are driving her nuts so that we can just erase them from the timeline. If we can find a way to harness it safely, then yeah, I agree. I do agree. Jury's still out on finding a safe way to do that, though. Is the problem.
Both is part of a larger puzzle in creating energy sources far more efficient than modern orbital energy. And as a true deterrent to erase war for good, none would dare be the first to pull the trigger when every country has nuclear weapons.
Oh, dude. Oh. Okay. This is why I have to reiterate that I understand that they don't have future knowledge or like real world knowledge, because yeah, that's true, but at the same time all he's doing is creating a Cold War. It's like, dude, at this point you might as well you already have effectively a Cold War. This is... I will say this is a complicated... This is a complicated thing. I will go ahead and say that. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, it's... I mean, it is, but it isn't, is the TLDR of that.
Yep. He's sure as hell gone off the rails.
Even if all that happens, all you're gonna spread across the world is fear.
Exactly.
That ultimate weapon created in Crossbell a year and a half ago was built on the same logic. So if that reasoning had anything to it, why didn't that pave the way to peace first?
Don't compare my most noble research to that product of mere coincidence.
Please stop, Professor. We've heard enough. There are lines no researcher or engineer should cross. Human experimentation, biological weapons, brainwashing and mind control, gene editing.
Okay, gene editing is a lot more gray than you're making it sound, Katra. I get your point, but that's a lot more of a gray area. I don't know if we know yet what the ultimate goal is. what the ultimate end game is. Yeah. Weissman definitely fits the human experimentation. I don't think he fits biological weapons, if I may be so bold. That was Joachim's department. Because let's face it, Gnosis was a thing. Maribel would slot into that category because she used Gnosis. The mind control? Yes, absolutely. The brainwashing and mind control? Oh fuck, Weissman is that to a T. Gene editing? No. So yeah, Weissman is definitely human experimentation and brainwashing. It's biological weapons and gene editing that I'm not so sure about. Maribel would definitely be fitted to biological weapons and brainwashing. Pretty much, actually. Because they were effectively... That's actually Gnosis... Now that I'm thinking about it, Gnosis basically was gene editing, now that I'm thinking about it. Because it was turning people into demons, so... Yeah, I'd say that counts. Counts. And I've already said the biological stuff, the human experimentation. I know she's kind of more of a homunculus than anything, an artificial human. But I still count Kia as a person, so human experimentation. Ho! Actually, that means Maribel's kind of guilty of that too, now that I'm thinking about it. Because she was using Kia as a guinea pig. Ouch. So, yeah, actually, I think we might... If we count Gnosis as simultaneously biological weapons and gene editing, then yeah, Maribel fits all four. I hate to say that, but she does. Well, I would argue Altina and Milliam were actually guilty of human experimentation, The Black Workshop, I would say, human experimentation, brainwashing and mind control, because they basically manipulated Altina and Milliam. And gene editing, depending on how much organics are in. Well, that's what I've always seen a homunculus is. An artificial being that's meant to resemble human, but can become more human as time goes on due to droid effect. Essentially being artificial humans. That's what happened with Kia, that's what happened with Altina, that's what happened with Milliam. Hell, to an extent, that's what happened to the other Kia. Yeah, they're artificial life forms, but at the same time, they grew souls, which I think counts. Exactly, Raxor. Exactly. Just because their creation was artificial does not make them artificial. Kia is a person. That's why we call her Kia Bannings. Milliam and Altina are real people. That's why we call them Milliam Orion and Altina Orion. Simple as that. Hell, actually, we saw that a little bit with Patermatter. With Patermatter. It actually had enough sentience, it's self-awareness. I guess I shouldn't say sentience, but it had enough self-awareness that it actually said goodbye when it died. In fact, it actually died. While we're on the subject. Patermatter were to ask, does this unit have a soul? my knee-jerk reaction would be, yeah, I'd say so. And if I doubted that, Azure came along and said, no. Actually, both Zero and Azure came along and said, no. Patter Matter has a soul.
Manipulating the atomic structure of matter through fusion reactions risks creating energy beyond our control.
That's the other problem with nukes, by the way. Hey, that was actually what happened with nuclear energy in real life. If you don't have complete control over it, and nuclear energy is very easy to lose control of, well, ask Chernobyl how that went for it. Alright. And we can go from there.
We already have a stable energy source in the form of orbital energy. There's no need to dabble with something so risky.
Yeah, exactly. You've literally, like, real life, if real life discovered the equivalent of orbital energy in real life, I can name several people that would be clamoring for that, especially if it could either, especially if it could slow the, especially if it could slow the frickin' decay of the world. I know several people that would jump on that, myself included, for the record.
That was why the Institute decided to ban researching it, and other colleagues in workshops abroad followed suit. How could you do this when you are the one who taught me all of that?
All pretty words, but a desire to taste the forbidden fruit is what makes us human, is it not? The magicians of the Dark Ages didn't let taboos get in their way. Going back further, you even have events like the Great Collapse painting how wild the times were. Tell me, is it fun forcing your own sense of morality upon everyone else?
You're twisting my words. It's true that science and engineering are about learning to understand the laws that govern this world. But our goal is to do that as the humans we are at our core. We don't achieve anything by casting aside our humanity, the relationships we've made, the society we've built. If we do that, then the entire foundation that inspires our search crumbles. That's why we have to draw a line in the sand. It's the only thing standing between the noble ambitions of those in our field and the heinous abyss that awaits those who cross it.
Those were Professor Hamilton's. What idiocy. Your reasoning is as naive as hers.
Callahan's negative story. I don't care. He is a negative to story. This is fucking ridiculous. Just every version of Callahan is a collective negative. Because here's the thing. I get that this is a different, but this is Callahan. Again, this is Callahan as he was what he was when he became it. So, no, I don't see him as a different person. The presentation of Callahan, at the very least, has to be given a negative. Because again, it's telling, not showing. It's the same problem I had with Agate back in Sky 1. We're told he's a good person, but what are we seeing on screen? A child-abusing fucktard. That's why he's a negative. Now, that having been said, I will give Catra's speech a positive. That slap on Tita for something that he should have accounted for is what I'm talking about. When he slapped Tita on top of the tower in Zeiss, that was when I put my foot down and I said, nope. This is fucking stupid. You told an over-emotional little 13-year-old to stay home when the person that they love most is in danger. You fucking moron. If they had brought her along, they could have accounted for that. They could have accounted for that, and on top of that, if they had trusted her, there would be less chance of her fucking things up because she would have deferred to Estelle and Joshua. Oh, and don't even get me started on the fact that Estelle and Joshua also fucking went along with that garbage.
If you really think so little of Catra, why did you call him?
I'm so sorry. I screwed up. Please, stop this. They want my...
Just before becoming an AI, you were filled with regret, weren't you? You wished you'd never gotten involved with the Mafia, and been compelled to cross a line no human should. After so much mental anguish, you regained your senses and realized just how far you'd gone. You tried to fight back against them, didn't you?
What nonsense. I would never...
That call does make a lot more sense when viewed in that light. But there was no resisting this, and the conversion went ahead anyway, leaving only an empty vessel behind. I ain't got a clue if you even remember your last words after what happened to you. But if you're a recreation of the real Professor Callahan, surely you can at least understand them. I can't imagine someone so beloved by many, who even rivaled Professor Hamilton, couldn't.
Man, Agnes.
Are you done? This is getting rather tedious. Congrats on spouting baseless speculation to the last word, all without a shred of hard evidence to back it up. It's going to take a lot more than that to sway someone who cast aside the very shackles of mortality. No, it's no skin off my back if you decide to just throw up your hands and give up now. If you no longer care about the government casting you aside, or getting revenge on that impertinent Professor Cronkite, or achieving the ultimate honor of surpassing the likes of LaToya Hamilton, of Claude Epstein even. If you're set on forgetting it all, of rendering all your effort, sacrifice, and humiliation for nothing, I won't stop you.
You must be joking, Melchior. My resolve will never falter. Not when the answer I have dreamed of for so long is close at hand. No, I would damn myself before I ever thought to back down. I will not let all I've suffered be for naught.
We almost got through to him.
That's fine. Just means we're doing this the hard way.
At the very least, we need to get that evil imp out of his ear.
Yeah, then we might finally be able to have a proper talk with the guy.
You're surprisingly cocky for a group that struggled before you were a man down. Think I'll break out the big guns. I wouldn't want to disappoint.
Then I will release my first limiter as well. Ishtanti, engage Dominatus mode.
It doubled its wings from 2 to 4.
Sure bodes well for us.
Honestly, Melchior's kind of been interesting. If I'm honest. I've been kind of flip-flopping on what I think about him. He definitely feels like one of those deliciously evil kind of characters. He knows he's evil. He's not trying to be wishy-washy about it. Yeah, he's very chaotic. That's a good way to put it. He is very chaotic, and I think I like that about him, if I'm honest.
Well, we ain't turning back now. Time to settle the score.
Right. For Reset 2.
With me, Theo, Zeros. We're gonna put a stop to all this.
Understood, Katra.
Now, leap into my loving embrace.
Engaging Dominatus mode. I cannot guarantee you will live. I will pierce you. Aurora Wing!
You'll be sorry for that.
You're out there!
You've got this, Agnes.
Here's some extra.
Got a present for you.
And that's what I was waiting on.
I'll round them up and scatter her. It's the end of the line.
Yeah, we'll do both.
Here goes. Flames. Give me
I figured I needed both.
A chance. Gotcha.
I hope you like this.
Shark.
I'll crush them all at one blink and...
The end is nigh.
Oh,
Let us
really?
end. Ishtanti. Aurum. Shangri-La.
Yes.
My move now.
Alright, give me a sec here. Let's see. There we go. That one.
It's all you.
Oh, this. This crap.
What's
Really?
Light things up.
Oh boy.
Take that. And then, kaboom!
Oh. Actually, I'd already... Oh, I guess you know I could have. Holy crap! That got us all. Well, shoot.
Don't go down easy, do you?
No.
Holy shield. I will pierce you. Aurora Wing.
Uh-huh.
Just like that.
Not like this.
Okay, let's try that again.
Now, leap into my loving embrace.
Engaging Dominatus mode. I cannot guarantee you will live.
Okay.
Going all in.
How do I want to do this? Yeah, let's do that, and then
Ready when you are. Please, give me
then we'll just do double.
Here goes. Huh? It's the end of the line.
There we go.
Yeah.
You'll be sorry for that.
Here's some extra.
You've got this, Agnes.
Oh, god damn it.
What say we light things up?
Of course.
And then, kaboom!
Yes, you've gotten nasty.
Yeah.
Of course you're gonna fucking
I got
do
this.
that.
You're next.
Apparently. Okay, note to self, don't fucking use S-Craft. That's until he uses
Holy
this
shield.
stupid shit.
Just like that. Now free.
Alright, just hurry it up.
Not like this.
Okay, so for the first time, we're gonna weaken them.
Now, leap into my loving embrace.
Alright.
Engaging Dominatus mode. I cannot guarantee you will live.
Okay. Alright, we'll leave that until after.
Yeah.
You'll be sorry for that.
You're open.
I'm gonna focus
You've
more
got
on
this,
her
Agnes.
for a bit.
Got a present for you. My move now.
I mean, if you wanna be a dink, fine. Whatever.
It's working.
We'll just protect you for a bit.
Slice and dice 'em.
Now we'll S-break with.
I'll round them up. It's the end of the line. Here goes. Flames. Give me. No, you don't. The end is now. Let it stand. Ishtanti. Or Shangri-La.
You'll pay for that.
Alright. How are we doing on HP? We are doing
Time to
okay.
go all out. Some extra.
Make it count, Aaron.
We'll just focus on her for a bit first.
You are stronger than anticipated.
Got a present for you.
A chance.
Fuck.
Sucker.
Not getting free.
How's this? Tear you apart. A chance. Got a whole slew of them. Brace yourself. Don't go down easy, do you?
Perfect chance.
No, we don't. Oh, come on!
Holy shield.
Here we go. Enjoy.
Go time!
I'll round them up. Flames. Give me power. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna do that.
Here goes. Flames. Give me.
Go time!
Oh, I got him down. Cool.
Here's some impossible.
That's how it
Good
goes.
fight, though.
I did it. I powered up.
Wow, what'd you expect?
Okay.
We did it!
Ha! How's that, you psycho?
Oh, you'll pay dearly for that.
They're more synchronized this time. We must respond in kind.
Now's my chance to...
What?
Shit!
Get down!
When
Thanks,
did
Ren.
you arrive?
Not a moment too soon, it would seem. Is everyone all right?
Ren?
Hell of an entrance.
Well, here's a big player I didn't expect. Last I'd heard, you retired. So what brings the Society of Ouroboros' former enforcer number 15 here?
What?
An enforcer? Like the direwolf?
I'll thank you very kindly not to bring up a lady's buried past before an audience, Overseer. I didn't want to turn up uninvited, but you didn't leave me much choice. Not when you have opted to deploy such an underhanded trick where my friends were headed.
That outline looks eerily like a...
Should have known.
a humanoid robot!
It's an assault frame! So this is where all those missing parts ended up.
And it put the Genesis in its chest, too.
I have a funny feeling we won't be calling Valimar, but we will be telling Mirror, okay, time for the Grendel.
Why can't you just be silent and leave me to my work?
That sounds like...
Couldn't be. Professor Callahan?
I am so close to perfecting the divine formula I seek. So stop with your incessant meddling!
Crap. So he's inside that thing now?
I'll keep these two out of your way. You focus on the assault frame.
Have it your way.
Well, lucky us. I'm sure you'll be a real ball.
Ren!
She'll be fine. We need to focus on the job at hand. Cutting edge as this thing is, looks like they were sloppy in putting it together. Focus on the back of the joints. We gotta force it to the ground so we can get the Genesis out.
Right!
Or it could just be a straight up boss fight. Okay.
Sucker!
Aaron!
Ooh, this thing's got some health.
Here's some extra.
This is gonna take a bit. Let's see.
There!
You've got this, Anya! Gotcha!
I say as I practically get it at under 100k in the first frickin' round of attacks. No. I want that limit boost before
You've got this,
or
Anya!
before Earth Fairy's turn. And that is exactly why.
Have some more!
Here we go.
Gotcha! Down!
Oh, just in time to catch that. Oh, I feel sorry for you, dickhead. Let's see. Okay, it's Van next. Oh, but I do actually want that, so we're gonna go ahead and just do that with her. Alright. And it's his turn next.
Protect us!
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna use this on yes.
You saved me! I'll take you on!
I guess I didn't need it that badly, but whatever.
Sucker!
Alright, that's crap on his turn.
A chance!
Bastard.
Time for the main.
Not getting free! I'll take you on!
Alright. I'm gonna do a heal. Just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna heal.
Gotcha!
I love that I'm doing so much damage. That I have to admit.
Chance!
And you still got smacked.
Make it count,
Ooh,
Derek.
yeah. Oh, that's gonna suck. And yes, let's do a heal. Just to be on the, just because I want to be at the max for frickin' crit. That's why.
A chance!
Let's see. Nice. Gotcha.
Perfect chance!
Okay.
This'll hurt! Flames!
I definitely want to crit with that.
Getting on my nerves.
Deal with it, asshole.
You'll be sorry for that.
Because at this point, I've got your number.
Chance!
Like, this isn't even a fucking... this isn't even a contest at this point. I've won. Cocky? Maybe a little.
Perfect chance!
No. But true all the same.
Too slow!
Alright. You asked for it.
Here goes! Flames!
Who needs Valimar when you can just S-craft 3 times in a goddamn row?
Nice. Moving on up.
I did it! I'm powered up!
I'm just getting warmed up.
It stopped moving!
And that's why I like this combat system, by the way. Despite my hang-ups with the whole over-convoluted nature of the S-crafts, I do like it. I do still like it.
How do you like us now?
That was quite the performance.
No. It looks like we're only just getting started.
What?
A Genesis!
It's drawing energy directly out of the septium veins.
Well, crap.
Yes!
Damn it! Get back, kiddos!
I will complete my formula, and there is no one who can hope to stop me!
have a talk, buddy. This happens every time now. You're doing it on purpose, aren't you?
Huh, there you are. Come on, hop to it. Let's go.
I can't believe you.
I mean, this is not the time to wait.
What is this space? And that hollow is...
Not another peculiar catalyst. Well, I guess it's not a big deal. Will you bear the nightmare, or...
Like I'm gonna say no.
At least let me finish my line! Sure, well, the Grendel's all yours!
I mean, are we really gonna say no? Come on.
All right, here we go.
So that's it. There it is.
A real sight, huh? I get a rush every time I see it. But it might have met its match with an enhanced giant robot.
What am I seeing? Is that Van?
We'll explain later. Right now, he needs our support.
Grendel has now learned Limited Blaster. Oh, I didn't even notice the R0. It's too late. Whoops. Limited Blaster. And we'll go Savage. Why not?
You're gone! You called it!
And that is why I like the Grendel battles.
There we go.
Because I can do insane amounts of damage just with my basic attacks. No need for any S-crap cheapskating. Just fucking curb stomp the enemy.
You got this, Agnes!
Here goes.
It's our turn now. Take this!
Go time!
Alright. Yeah, let's do it.
Blink!
A chance. Perfect chance.
Wow. Is that because I've got a stealth thing on her?
We'll take that.
Okay,
I'll be good.
Oh! Actually, that's... The timing on that was kind of brilliant. Oh, man. Oh, God. The Grendel's turn is going to be a crit. Assuming I don't have to do any shenanigans. Before that.
Go time! Take that, you ass!
This can't be happening!
You got this, Agnes!
Oh. Oh, well.
Gotcha!
Attack.
Stay where you are!
No.
We'll take that.
Limited Blaster.
Blade, protect us.
Moral Raid.
I'll be good.
Be gone!
Yeah, don't. With Aaron even countering.
Go time!
Oh, I keep missing that. Oh, well. Although it will be funny if I get it. If Agnes is the last shot. She won't be, but whatever.
Get going, Dan!
Alright.
Don't hold back, Dan!
Beat down, limited blaster.
Let's party!
Rapid onslaught.
Got you! You're screwed now!
Boost speed limiter removed!
Unbelievable!
That was a fun fight. I don't even think I need to explain myself on that. Positive to gameplay. But, I mean, you saw that coming, I'm sure. Well, I'll put it to you this way. Positives to gameplay all around. Need I say more? XY Chris. What the No. Ass. Oh my god. Ignore all of that garbage. Melchior and Olympia, first round, second round. I really don't think I need to elaborate. perceive the gap with teleport. Yoink! Now fade out of existence, you fucking waste of my time.
We did it. Huh.
That was incredible!
Stealing shit like a pro.
No! What is it doing? Why did it stop? There was only 0.03% left to go! I was so close!
Professor Callahan.
Just fuck off and fade from existence already. I'm done
So
with
that's
this
what a
shit.
Genesis can do, as well as his.
I cannot help but feel mildly fascinated.
All that hard work up in smoke. The boss isn't going to be very happy. I hope you have a plan to make up for this.
Melchior, do something, please! There is only 0.03% remaining. If it doesn't finish, all of this was for...
An unfortunate situation indeed. So, how does it feel? How does it feel to know your research, your entire life, was just rendered meaningless? You tried so hard, even throwing away your humanity. But an incomplete work is nothing but worthless garbage. So how does it feel? Tell me. It's too bad. He would have been much harder to break, but maybe I should have turned my charms on Professor Cronkite instead.
How can someone be so evil? You have wasted enough time mocking him, Melchior. The police embracers are almost here. It is about time we left.
Oh, true. I suppose we should.
Target sighted!
What the? Just what happened here?
Au revoir. We will be taking our leave now. But we will have our revenge for all the time you've made us waste here.
It's no good. I can't stop the system from falling apart. I can't reconnect it to the orbital net or another energy source either. Supporting such an advanced AI is just too heavy a burden.
But that means he'll... I'm so sorry. The Genesis isn't reacting to anything anymore.
It's not your fault, Agnes. There must be a way. I'm just not seeing it.
It's fine, Salesian. I'm just paying the price for my foolishness. I crossed the line that should never be crossed, and tried to realize a weapon of pure evil.
Oh, now you fucking realize that.
I allowed myself to be led astray. I have no one to blame but myself.
But... Professor!
I am moved by how much you care for me, even after all I've done. Perhaps you are the right person to entrust with this task after all.
What task?
At this rate, I would have failed as a researcher and died for nothing at all. So, please, Don't let this all have been in vain. I may have failed to perfect the formula needed for fusion, but I discovered many others in the process.
Oh, all these formulae.
I believe them to be, as of yet, undiscovered formulae with peacetime applications. Analyze this terminal after I am gone, and you may be able to secure them.
But, Professor, that...
It's not gonna be easy to make use of finds from a technological singularity.
That's putting it lightly. We're talking technology humanity wouldn't have reached on its own for decades. We'll need more than one genius around to make sense of it all.
I feared as much. Cronkite likely won't be able to manage the task alone. If only there were one or two more like him around. If only she were here.
I wish I could tell you not to underestimate me, but I too know my limits.
You're... young?
Cronkite,
I will refrain from commenting on all that transpired here. To we researchers, all that matters are results. However, you were able to catch a glimpse of something we all, at the very least, feel a small yearning for. That does have meaning.
Yes, I suppose you're right. My time here is at an end. I leave the rest to you and the many promising youths around us. May you forever remain on the forefront of Calvard's, no, the world's.
I will follow my own path, wherever it may lead me. Though I do intend to make some use of the formulae you leave us.
As do I. We won't let your work be in vain.
What?
Who's that?
Oh. The professor is back!
Yep.
I'm home, Theo, Zeros. I'm sorry for being away for so long, Catra.
Bran!
If it isn't Professor LaToya Hamilton, one of Epstein's 3 disciples.
In the flesh. I've never had the honor of seeing her in person before this.
I'm so glad we made it in time.
Oh, Callahan. You damn fool.
Esmeralda, Giscard, and Professor Hamilton. I didn't know you were back.
I hurried back to Calvard as soon as I learned what was transpiring. It saddens me deeply to have to bid farewell to a fellow researcher and associate like this.
As someone who admired and sought to surpass you, those words mean more to me than you could ever know.
Rest assured that we will use what you have left us. Cronkite and I will see those formulae analyzed. We will all see to it. Esmeralda, Catra, your other assistants, and the artisans of Basel as well. You did so much to further the city's development and held it so dear. Now we will use our strength to nurture yours.
I'd like to believe that ZCF can help in some way too.
I see now. This is what I should have done all along. I feel like in my last moments, I've solved the most difficult formula of all. Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Salesian. And thank you to all who stand with them. Now, I leave with no regrets.
Uh-huh. Fuck off already. Just
Farewell, Professor Callahan.
And
may
good
you
fucking
find
riddance.
peace with Adios above.
I'm sorry. I know I'm being a dick, but this pathos is just fucking ugh.
So that's how the pieces have fallen. Could we have made use of nuclear weapons? What do you think?
No. If anything, they are something that would put our very existence in danger. They're a forbidden weapon that renders all tactical analysis and strategy meaningless. That Armada has their eyes on them speaks of how much of a threat they really are.
Then we're agreed. Quite the unexpected development this was. Enough to pique the Society's interest as well. And now, we're to await Ms. Twining's return for the sake of our midterm goals.
I will provide all the support I can in the meantime.
Alright. So now we have an intermission chapter, and then we have...
The Institute of Science claims this formula will allow for a more efficient extraction of orbital energy from septium. Experts believe that the new discovery will have a significant impact on technological development in Zemuria going forward. This revolutionary breakthrough was made possible by the late Professor Callahan as part of his last work.
They really pulled it off, didn't they?
Yeah, in no small part because of Ren and the rest of them. Sounds like the genius professor left Basel as soon as the work was done, though.
That CEO's gonna be in for a fun time now that he's lost 2 of his smartasses.
Maybe. But it sounds like this news has got Vern's shares shooting straight up. Professor Hamilton's back for now, too, so he can probably breathe easy for a while.
I'd heard so much about her, but it was such a surprise to actually get to meet her. She's such an amazing lady. She really is. I couldn't agree more.
And of course the flashback.
So you're Lilia's granddaughter. You do resemble her, not just the way you look. I can see you also possess her kindness and strong spirit.
This is one of my great-grandfather's diaries.
This brings me back. I would catch him writing entries from time to time. Oh, this here. This one is about me, Gerhard, and Albert. I still remember that time like it was yesterday.
Well, I only met him once back when I was a youngster. Makes me nostalgic thinking back on it now.
I don't mean to interrupt your reminiscing, but those words toward the end are rather ominous. I can see why it inspired you to risk so much to collect the Genesees.
Yes.
Else all that we know will come to an end.
I can't imagine it's meant to be taken any way other than literally, especially when you consider how the Genesee have been used so far.
Yeah, the kind of shit they're capable of almost feels like a bad joke sometimes.
So far, we've managed to gather 5 of the 8 Genesees. But do you think it would be better if I left them in the hands of you and the other disciples? Yes.
No, I think there are too much for even us to handle. If they truly are experimental apparatuses that Professor Epstein somehow created to gauge the world, then, and this will sound rather unscientific of me, it's as if destiny willed them to be in your hands. I plan to stay in Calvard for a while, so I'll get in contact with Albert and Gerhard about this. Fortunately, we happen to have someone else who knows both of them right here with us.
I'd be happy to serve as a mediator between all parties. We have much to discuss about the West Zemuria Tech Union as well.
I will also do what I can to help Reset. Is everything still in order with regards to attaching Reset's new parts, Esmeralda?
As in order as can be. Our prospects were already bright with her being such a capable engineer, but with you, they'll be even brighter.
Me and the other artisans will be happy to pitch in with any precise adjustments, too. We'll see they aren't even a millerige off.
And I'll help too, of course.
I don't think we have anything to worry about with this many people on the case. Yes, it really is wonderful to see.
Well, can't say I give a damn about Marduk at the end of the day. Resette's a different story, though. She's one of the team. So take good care of her, if you don't mind.
I don't mind one bit. You said your name was Van, I believe. This may be a strange favor to ask, but I'd like you to look after my teacher's dear descendant. It would mean the world to me. And if you could please look after her young friends. But you were planning to do that even if I didn't ask, weren't you?
You got me. I'll do what I can to meet my obligation as their employer, at the very least.
Van.
We save his ass way more than he saves ours.
Is something wrong, Katra?
It's just... I'm so happy you're back. I am. But I wasn't able to do a thing in your absence. I feel like such a failure.
Katra.
You've been sleepwalking these past few days or something? We couldn't have dreamed of dealing with this whole mess without you. You are our guide through and through.
We never would have thought to go to that factory without you. And I doubt we could have gotten through to Professor Callahan either. We owe everything to your efforts and perseverance. Plus, your orbital drones were a huge help.
You weren't too bad for someone who still looks and thinks like a kid. So, good job on this one, or whatever.
Why do you always gotta be so far up your own ass?
Yeah. On that, then we agree, Van.
See now? Not just anyone can be blessed with so many in their corner, you know.
Thank you for all you have done in my absence. It's good to be home. I've missed you, Katra.
Yeah, but not half as much as I've missed you, Gran.
By the way, Agnes, did you manage to finish your report on your visitation to Basel? I most certainly did. The others in my group helped a lot too, and we ended up receiving some very positive feedback from the school. Though I'm happy Ren was willing to cover up so much for me. No, happy isn't what I should be saying, is it?
The old fart's broken moral compass starting to rub off on you, huh?
I'm being careful not to go too far. I don't want to end up like Van.
Hey.
Oh, we're almost done with the roasted chestnuts.
I look forward to these every year. Their fragrance and soft texture really hammer home that fall is here.
Here you go again. Took the last of them too, you bastard.
Don't worry, we have another batch. Hello, I hope I'm not interrupting.
Oh, hey.
Welcome back, Rosette.
A lovely day to you all. I'm here to resume work once more.
Rosette!
That's our maid. 3 o'clock on the dot.
You're all good now, then?
I'm the picture of health, thank you. Professor Hamilton, her students, and many others took excellent care of me. My new artificial limbs are a vast improvement over my previous ones, even. I can see I've had you all very worried. I'm so very sorry.
Oh, Rosette, of course we were worried. We're so glad to have you back. Welcome home, Rosette.
Thank you for the warm welcome.
We've got a solid chunk of work that's been piling up, including managing the pay coming in from our last job. You got time to help me out with it right now?
All the time in the world. Oh, but first...
Agnes and Fairy located.
Yo?
Whoa! The hell?
Saros?
down, Zeros, and come back here, Theo.
Saw that coming.
Petra, what are you doing here?
He came along to make sure everything was how it should be after all the work that was done on me. Though he has something else he wishes to discuss in addition to that.
It's a bit cramped, but there's a wired connection to the orbital network here at least. I should be able to work in this environment.
What?
Don't tell me.
That's right. I'm going to be helping out around here for a while. I'll admit that Professor Hamilton may have been the one to recommend it, but the final decision was mine. All of you remarkably captured my interest during our time together. Not just because of Agnes's Genesis, but because of that Grendel and Mare, too.
I suppose no one can blame you for that.
I'm also concerned on a broader level. Basel doesn't appear to be the only place where criminals are misusing tech for nefarious purposes. So I think Arkwright Solutions is going to need its own technical advisor, don't you?
That's, actually a good point.
A very good point. While I am well versed in modern technology, my field is software, not hardware.
Those black and silver thingies would be good backup in a fight, too. What's it gonna be, Chief?
Screw it. What's one more at this point? I'll introduce you to our landlords later.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to working here.
Oh, but Reset, Catra, you've got to try the roasted chestnuts. They're super soft and sweet. I'll go and make some more coffee for us, too.
Okay. Vantail District. We're not quite done, apparently, with this chapter.
You served me well in Basel. We could have had quite the crisis on our hands if events had been allowed to play out as our foes wanted.
Thank you, sir. Though I believe most of the credit goes to our agent in the field and the Principality's representatives. I will admit that I did not anticipate you hiring Marduk to act when they did, however.
They will do whatever you ask so long as the price is right. It makes them rather convenient in times like these. There are advantages to their being a neutral organization beholden to no government, even if using their services requires an objective mindset.
Okay, to be fair, I was kind of half joking, but yeah, it will be nice to get some more of him.
I imagine you can see their merits as well, Professor Cronkite.
I do. At least they are competent, unlike a certain superior of mine that I could name.
I don't disagree. The time is long past due for Vern to appoint a new CEO. We can maintain the status quo as long as Professor Hamilton remains in the Republic. But as soon as she departs, we will indeed make the necessary arrangements.
I see no issue with that timeline.
There we go. There's Gramhart.
Now, as we previously agreed, I think it's about time you got to work. After all, this project will bring about massive change to the Republic, to the entire world. Nothing will be the same after the Republican Army's Zeku space base is completed and in operation.
Space base? Well...
Truly well done. Then I'll update your rank.
B+.
I'll gladly take that. Can't complain with that.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Catra Silesian. Together with Theo and Zeros, I'll do whatever I can to assist.
Okay. Okay. Now we're done. Well, that was a good way to end the week, methinks. So, 3 more chapters left. We've got the intermission. We've got the intermission. We've got the Ishin. We've got chapter 5, and then we've got the finale. Ellie left. Oh, we'll see how it all goes. And we will start the intermission chapter, at the very least, Monday at 9 a.m. I usually prefer to stop at this point, and I'm already making my best friend wait. Hey, Draxor, I can hold off on seeing the opening cutscene of the intermission chapter for Monday. I can hold off. It'll be a pain in the ass, but I've left Steve waiting long enough. Sorry, Trails, but Steve trumps you. Still trumps you. That's the order it goes. Anyways. Yes, and you know I meant you too, Compass. Don't give me that. Anyways. Monday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, we will begin the intermission chapter of Trails Through Daybreak. Until next time, Blue Wolf Alex of the Lore Walkers signing out. Have a good one. See you Monday.